Hello there, hi, and how are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. But this is the program The Mind with John, if you have forgotten. And this is John on the Mind. I'm excited once again, as usual, to be coming to you through this medium to speak to you with the hope to detoxify your mind of negativities, inspire your thoughts, motivate your spirit, and empower your action. As you may know, we have been on a tour. And on this tour, we are doing a series. And today, climax this series that we have been doing on this tour. The tour continues, but this series ends today. Actually, this is the climax of the series, and I'm just going to recap some of the important things that we have discussed. And the topic that we have been discussing on this tour is a purpose, your purpose in life, connecting to your purpose in general. And I have been using Brandon Bushell's discussion on how to connect to purpose. And Brandon did a great job on the topic. And I'm just using what I learned from there to share with you on this journey. He labeled three ways to connect to your purpose. You know, we live in this world and we all have goals. We are anxious, especially this year. We are ambitious. We got destination. And sometimes our life goes on and we achieve everything that we want in our life. But one thing we feel is at the end of life, we realize that we have done so much, but we never got connected to the real reason for which we are here. And sometimes we become frustrated and sometimes we die with what you call broken heart, with frustration. Because when we look at in the real mirror of our life, we have achieved financial freedom, we have homes, we have everything, but we are not happy because we never live a fulfilled life. And that is purpose. So Brandon says that one of the ways to get connected to our purpose, the reason for which we are on this earth, is not just for us to achieve our needs, but also for us to be happy. And being happy connect us to our purpose. He said the first thing we need to do to connect to our purpose is to realign with the truth of who we are. To look at our life and see who we are. When we take up that assignment, when we take off that position that we hold at work, when we take off that badge from us at night, when we come home and we take off that glamour, who we are, who you really are. We should be attentive with ourselves to see who we are. Are we still that? You see, we live in this world where we fake our life in order to satisfy the world. We pretend to be something we are not because the world wants us to be that. And we sometimes we live our life in total frustration. And when you look at our life, we have achieved everything, but we are lacking purpose. So you see, the first thing we must do is to realign with the truth of who we are. We should stop faking. That's why he's saying, stop faking. You are living like you are happy when you know you're not happy. He says, stop it, man. Stop pretending like you're happy when you are not happy. Stop pretending like you're rich when you are not rich. Stop pretending. Some of us live on borrowed life. In the day, we borrow life and put it on us, and we get out there, everybody look at it. Oh, look at John. Look at Mr. This. Look at Mr. That. And then we come home in our basement, we cry. We cry because when we look at our bank account, we know we are not who we are pretending to be out there. Brenda says, stop it. Be authentic with yourself. This year, to connect to your purpose, you have to realign with the truth of who you are. Be truthful to yourself. And the second way to get connected to your purpose is to adopt the role model mindset. For some of you who have not watched these clips or videos, I encourage you to go by and watch it. We are just climaxing it and going back to a few important things. He said we must adopt the role model mindset in our life. Oh, did I tell you that today I'm making a very important announcement? Oh, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Today I'm here to make an important announcement. And so at the climax of this whole program, I'm here today to make a very important announcement. I know you love. Well, John got to announce, okay? But hold on, all right? So he says, for us to connect to our purpose, we got to be willing to adopt the role model mindset. That is to adopt the mindset to be a role model for others. For us to be a bridge builder for others. For us to be willing to leave a trail so that others can leave a path. So that we for us to be willing to leave a pathway so that others can leave an open way. We've got to be willing to step out there. And the truth about it is that no matter whether you like it or not, you are a role model because history is watching us and recalling what we do. Our nieces and nephews, they are watching us. Our children are watching, and they are coming right after us. But you see, when you choose to be a role model, now you are doing things intentionally. Because you are intentional about what you do it a little different. That's the difference between being intentional about being a role model. And that's why he said, let us adopt the role model mindset so that we can know that we are a role model for others. We are a bridge builder. We are building a bridge so that we can hold their hands and cross them over on the other side. Because when you adopt the role model mindset, you are intentional about your behavior. You are careful about your behavior. Because one day you want for whoever will look at you and say, I want to be the Ente Musu. I want to be the Brother Paul. I want to be like Jerry. I want to be like my daddy. I want to be like my mother. You want to make sure that if they are saying that, they can say with pride and dignity that you have not misled them. Because history will hold us for misleading them, and history will also heal us for getting across the bridge that we are building. As a role model, you are a bridge builder. You are a change maker in someone's life. And that's why Brandon says that we got to be willing to do it. We got to be excited. We got to put away the fear and say, I can do it. I'm going to do it. Get up and do it. This year should be about adopting the role model mindset so that someone can look at you and say, yes, if Jerry can do it, I too can do it. We've got to create that I too movement in our life. We've got to lead the way. You see, this is a new decade. I keep saying it, man. There is a decade for us to come from the back and take the front seat. And let people know that if I can come from the back and take the front seat, you too can come and take the front seat. Let them look at you as an example. And lastly, before I make my announcement, it says that we got to create meaningful moments in our life. Meaningful moments, important, valuable, positive moments in our life. I used to wonder sometimes why rich people who are wealthy, will commit suicide. And I learned that many of them commit suicide out of frustration because their life was so busy with the daily activities of their life, and they didn't have the time to create any meaningful moments in their life. The column of their life that is labeled meaningful moments, they realized at the end of their life that it was completely empty. But in the column that says achievement, financial prosperity, wealth, achievement, that was all filled. So they live and achieve life, but an unfulfilled life. And so it's time that we must begin to create those meaningful moments in our life. And I said it before, I'll continue to say that you don't have to travel to Paris, to create meaningful. You don't have to go to travel to Jamaica to create meaningful. No, you don't have to go to Mexico. You don't have to even go to Disney World to create meaningful moments in your life. Creating meaningful moments just means that you got to be present. You got to pay attention to what you're doing at that time with whoever it is. It means that when you take your spouse out to dinner, let it be dinner. You can't take your spouse out to dinner and have your office there. Oh, no. When you take your spouse out to dinner, it's dinner with your spouse and not with you and your office mates, your bosses. No. When you take your child out to play on the playground, you got to be present. You can't be there and in the office at the same time. Because to create meaningful moments, you got to be intentional. You got to be present. You can't be there with them. At the same time, you want to be to your office on the phone or chit-chatting, sending texts out. And when you are in your office with your co-workers and you're working on that project, except it's an emergency, you got to understand you are not home with your family. I'm just being real to you, man. Because creating meaningful moments require your presence, it requires your attention, it requires your full attention at that time. So to connect with our purpose in life, we gotta be willing, we gotta be intentional about what we do. When we're our family, it's family time. When we're our job, it's job time. When we are with our children, it's the children's time. Because you see, what we're doing here is that we are writing the obituary of our life, because those are the times that people remember what you did for them when they were in need. How you pay attention to them. What did you do for her? How you took her to her ball game and you were there until the game was over. How you took him to his practice ground. That's what your child is going to remember of you. And on the day of your funeral, we all going to die, so I'm not scaring you, okay? On the day of your funeral, when they start out to read your obituary, they will be reading the meaningful moments that you have created in their life. Yes, that's what they're going to be reading. Have you ever gone to a funeral and the funeral is so short? Nobody got anything to say? Because that person did not create meaningful moments during his lifetime. He had so much doing on his job or with other things. He didn't have the time. And he go to another one. People line up to say just few words. And they are there saying, if it had not been for Brother Jerry, I wouldn't. But Brother Jerry, if my dad, one day I remember my daddy took me to the game and he sat there. It was raining, but he sat there. Because those are the moments you created when you were alive. It means a lot. You were intentional, but you sat there with them. If it had not been for him, our project wouldn't have gone this far, because you were there, you were present, you made your contribution to society. You created meaningful moments. So once again, before we go to my special announcement, I want to let you know that if you want to get connected to your purpose in life, you need to realign with the truth of who you are. You need to be a role model in someone's life. You need to create meaningful moments for you and your family. Because those are the things that make us to feel purposeful in life. Those are the things that make us to feel that we are human, we are real, we are doing something. That's the purpose for which we are on this earth. I want to thank you. But before I leave, I just want to tell you that this program that has been coming to you via YouTube often, we are moving to the next level of our life. We are moving to reconnect with our purpose. We are moving to be a role model out there. We want to create meaningful moments in our life. So therefore, we are moving this program to another level. We are going live. Yes, you heard me. I said it right. Yes, we are going live beginning next month. Or does it mean that we will not do this? No, we're going to do this. We're going to come to you, as usual. But we are taking to the next level. And the reason that we are taking to the next level is not so much that we have learned or we are perfect. No, we want to go there so we can get perfect. You see, we sit in our life and we wait to be perfect in order to move to the next level of our life. I want you to understand that this year is a year of action. You don't have to wait to be perfect. Oh, no, you don't have to wait to be perfect. It's time for you to take your dream from wherever it is on the countertop, wherever you got it in your computer, wherever you got it in your guts, it's time to take your dream, that vision that you've been sitting on. It's time for you to take it to the next level. No, I'm saying to you, you don't have to wait to be perfect to take the next level of your life. what you can do. Take it there and make it perfect on your way there. Yeah, go and make some mistake, man. Don't worry about mistake. Don't worry about the naysayers, man. The naysayers got nothing to do. They will continue to speak the negativity. Don't worry about them. That's why their condition it is as it is. It's time, man. It's time to take your dream to the next level. Don't sit there and be waiting for next year. Don't sit there and be waiting for next month. Don't sit there and be waiting. It's time to put your plans into action and perfect your action as you move on. Oh, yes, we are going. We are going live, and I'm inviting you to be part of the launching. We are launching the Mind with John live next month. I was saying the date and the time, but I came here to announce to you as my family, as my friend, keep me in your prayers. But the Mind with John is moving to the next level. I'm tired sitting here and planning every year. Somebody asked me once before, he said, but John, when are you going to take this program to a live program that I can come, and support you? And I sat and said, what do I do? What does she mean? COVID is here. But I have learned that I don't have to wait for the in-house, live program. So I'm going live via Zoom. I will be in your home. I will be in your car. I will be there wherever you are. And I am hoping that you can come during the launching to support this program. Whatever means, I'm still working on it, but I'm tired of waiting to get perfect, to get out there. You too. And guess what? If John can do it, man, if John can do it, I'm sure you can do it. You got a dream. Stop sitting on your dream. Get up. Get up and stop sitting on your dream. Stand up, and take your dream to the next level of your life. Stand up, man. Stand up. Take your dream from the countertop. Take it from the computer. Wherever your dream is, it's time to stand up and move it to the next level of your life. It's time. How long are you going to plan? Don't worry about the naysayers, man. Don't worry about them. That's what they are. Oh, you don't know them? That's what they are. They will keep telling you you can't do it. You got to prove them wrong this decade. You got to prove them wrong. Don't pay attention to them. They've been saying that before you even told them your dream. In fact, it was an error to tell them your dream. You see, you got to be careful when you tell your dreams to, man. You got to be careful, brother. You got to be careful, sister, who you tell your dreams to. But I'm here to tell you that we are going live, and I'm depending on your support, man. And trust me, I'm not going live for the thousands of people, but I'm going live for just one person. And maybe that one person is you. If it's not you, fine, but guess what? I will find one person who will say, I'm glad you did. And that's what I'm waiting for. So I'm looking forward to launching this program in next month, and you will be my guest. Come and help me make history. This will be history, man. I'm about to make history, and I want you to be part of my history. God bless you once again. Thank you for watching. I'm telling you, the Mind with John is going live via Zoom in next month, and I want you to be at the launching. I'm going to send you my invitation. I'm looking forward to seeing you. We are moving. I'm tired of sitting. So you too, I'm sure that you got something that you can do. Get up and do it, man. Don't keep putting it to next year. Next year is procrastinating. Yes, I'm tired of procrastinating. Next year? No, don't do it next year. Do it this year. Do it this decade. God bless. Watch me, man. Watch the mind. It's coming to you. It's coming to you live. I say the mind is coming to you live. John is coming to you live. We are ready to detoxify your mind. We are ready to inspire your thoughts, motivate your spirit, and empower your action.